Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, subscribers and all viewers and those who support this channel. We have spillage occasionally, and we deploy what we call the spill kit. We have spillage probably, in this case, it is during the diesel transfer, and in some other cases, probably your raw mat. It could be in powder form, it could be in liquid form or liquid oil for that instance. Okay, it could be chemicals, and you got to clean up using spill kit, and the spill kit becomes contaminated. I should be using the word contaminated, but it's too long. I chose dirty spill kit. So what do we do with this spill kit? You know what to do. Okay, now we are looking into the activity, remember, diesel transfer, and after the transfer the spill kit is being deployed to clean up, and that spill kit is now an environmental aspect. And which type of environmental aspect? It is an output. We have discussed input environmental aspect before this. Remember diesel, please refer to the earlier video. And we have completed up to environmental performance evaluation, all the criteria until EPE. Now it's dirty spill kit's turn to be discussed as environmental aspects for this. We are managing environmental aspects. Remember, let's take a look. Uh, Before that, please, I implore all my Muslim brothers and sisters, please do not watch this video if you're already in the mosque for the Friday prayer khutbah or attending any religious lessons anywhere in the world by any scholars. I love you for that. I wish all of us, especially your good self, Jannatul Naim. Now, first of all, let us recap. I am showing this over and over. This is the chronology, literally summarized chronology of the promulgation or the establishment of environmental management system as per ISO 14001 version 2015. Look, this standard stipulates that environmental management system manages environmental aspects. How? By fulfilling compliance obligation and addressing risk and opportunities. That is how we manage all environmental aspects in our organization. If we are looking for a certification under ISO 14001 version 2015, or even if we do not go for any certification, as an environmental citizen with clear conscience, then that's how we manage our environmental aspects. That is how what we have in our organization, a management system that manages environmental aspects. Now, what is environmental aspects then? Remember the definition, ISO 14001 version 2015. Elements of an organizational activities, products, services that interacts or can interact with the environment. So upon interaction, what happened? Usually we have, well, most of the time we have what? A resultant environmental impact. And the environmental impact that is of our concern in this management system are those adverse, negative environmental impacts, such as air pollution, soil contamination, yeah, adverse climate change eventually, resource depletion. But there are some interactions of environmental aspects that would render a positive impact to the environment. We call it beneficial impact. No, we're not discussing that. Now, here we are in the chronology. Where are we? We are here, right here. Environmental aspects impact evaluation. Why do we evaluate? Because we need to determine if our environmental aspect is significant or more significant than the rest. We have done environmental aspects identification, please refer to the earlier videos on input output. Now, after we have identified environmental aspects, we evaluate them for its significance, impact. Then what do? We have all the list of environmental aspects in front of us, and then we decide which one or which group more than what score will be significant. ISO doesn't say anything. It is the luxury of our discretion to decide, to make decision. Who's accountable? Top management. Now, okay, once we have got, or we have identified, and we have got all the list of environmental aspects well evaluated, then we know our position. We know what type of environmental aspects that we are dealing with, and we know what we need to do. We have to find out. If we don't, okay, we must know what to do. With that, based on those aspects impact register, we call it, then we develop our environmental policy. Do not write your policy before you know what you're dealing with. Okay, and then we start to develop in the presence of top management, of course, their consent. Remember, the top management, if you are a top management, you're accountable. Okay, and we got to set our environmental objectives. It's a holistic target, literally. Where are we bringing our company, our organization, our institution in terms of environmental management? That's the objective. And then from this objective, we start to do planning to achieve. We start to develop targets, environmental targets, and environmental management program, because this is what they call under what is termed as intended outcome in the ISO 14001 version 2015. And in the intended outcome, based on this new standard, must include our objective, our target, in other words, and our environmental management program must get into a direction which is arriving to, look at this, enhancement of what? Environmental performance is all about continuous improvement. And in our intended outcome, we need to have commitment. We got to display our commitment, our practicality, our due diligence in fulfilling compliance obligation, and we got to have there in our intended outcome, our target, what we need to do, who do what, when, and how to achieve those environmental objectives. All right, okay, I hope that's clear. Now, we look into, if some of you missed this video, I give you what it is like in brief, because if you want the detail, how we interpret this, please look at the respective video. And this is an activity, diesel transfer. Okay, this lorry is an outsourced contractor, supply of diesel coming into this particular factory, doing transferring of diesel fuel into the company's diesel storage tanks, and it's a routine thing. We have done diesel. This has been done in earlier videos. Now we are doing dirty spill kit over there. Those are our earlier videos. Please take a look if you don't mind knowing how we use life cycle perspective in identifying all this, or in what they call rationalizing why all these environmental aspects are environmental aspects. So this is what we are doing. We chose dirty spill kit. Now, this is the dashboard. This is just one small slice of the dashboard. But please remember to begin with activity. All right. As a first column, you'll be safe, and you can follow this format or improve whatever format you have already existing now. The spill kit, the dirty spill kit, is an input or output environmental aspect. This is an output environmental aspect. It comes out. After diesel is being transferred, spill kit is deployed, clean up, and those dirty or contaminated spill kit, normally I would say contaminated, but to make things short for this PowerPoint, I use the word dirty spill kit. So it is an output environmental aspects. So diesel, if you look on top of spill kit over here, it is being evaluated. Look, all these figures are there. Please look at those videos. We got the score and what would be the score of dirty spill kit. Stay tuned. And the environmental performance evaluation is there. So all this, what you have in front of you, at least for diesel, we have displayed conformance to ISO 14001 version 2015. What you want to know, aspects, there you are. What you want to know, impact, everything is there. Evaluation criteria is there. I reserve space here just in case you might need to have other types of criteria you can add to this. And what is our risk and opportunities will be discussed. It's all there. What is needed in ISO 14001 version 2015 is all there. And for diesel, it has been evaluated. That's the environmental performance of diesel. And according to this, it is just fair. So there's room for improvement. See, only after you have this can you imagine the entire environmental aspects for your company. Everything is there. And you can evaluate them. Once evaluated, then you know what you're dealing with. Then you know what to do. Okay, and then only we develop our environmental policy and the rest. All right, now how do we evaluate? We have criteria. Now this criteria is not made overnight. This is based on my experience hands-on in environmental management system since 1996. I studied in Bremen, Deutschland. Manfred Born drilled me in life cycle assessment for 3 weeks and then help him out in some of the work. He is in a company called Ecolo und Kommunikation in Walsrode Straße, Bremen. All right, so I hope he's still around. Otherwise, his children. I remember going to the house, having dinner, and his children was I think about 7 to 10 years old. Okay, if you're watching this, I am doing this as a tribute to your father. Okay, right, now this is how we develop from those studies I did. Then we get into practice, and eventually over time, this is what we come up with. When they talk about magnitude, we got to understand whether it is detected or not detected, quantifiable or not. So we have, you can pause this video if you want to go through everything, all right, but I want to make it short. As far as this particular aspect is concerned, look, we're talking about dirty spill kit. This is wrong. Please correct this. We are not doing diesel. Diesel is done. Dirty spill kit. It is causing soil contamination. Please correct this. This is supposed to be soil contamination. And we are dealing with an output aspect. All right, this is an output aspect. Now, as far as the spill kit, please excuse me for all that. It is an output environmental aspect released from this activity. And diesel transfer in normal situation, with all those coupling, with all those procedures, if we abide to the procedure correctly, there won't be any spill. Remember, spillage in environmental management system is an emergency situation. In businesses, it's not welcome at all. We are what? Wasting resources, and the resources are all paid by the company. We are promoting businesses using ISO 14001. Also, we are also promoting businesses other than managing environmental aspects to deter or eliminate the potential of environmental impact. So I'm doing this. The fact that every time diesel transfer spill kit is being deployed, I would consider that exceeding the acceptable value, exceeding what is supposed to be. The spill kit is not for cleaning up spills of diesel every time there is diesel transfer. There shouldn't be any spill. The transfer mechanism is designed. If those personnel follow and maintain those transfer system, you won't get any spill. I have seen many of these transfers. They can do it without any spillage. So for that reason, we have a high score over here. Well, if you want to put 5, I'm all right with that. But for me, spillage is a big no, especially when resources are being spilled out. It's a waste of resources. For me, it's a big no. And these resources are valuable. Not only hazardous cargo, but valuable cargo. There is a market value. And the price is not cheap. It's fossil fuel causing what? Resource depletion upstream. But this spill kit, we are talking about spill kit. It will go downstream of the life cycle perspective. So how does it score? Let's take a look. There you are. You have 10. So magnitude for diesel the dirty spill kit, we are doing dirty spill kit. Okay, the magnitude is 10. So there you are. So we'll look into the next few. All right, the next evaluation criteria, come back for that, and we'll discuss risk and opportunities as well. But we'll look into severity in our next video. I hope it's understandable. All right, and this is very simple. It's just that the evaluation, it is developed over 17 types of factories, and for each type of factory we run about 2 to 5 types different factories before we arrive to what you saw just now. All right, so it's not overnight. It's not plug and play. It's not found in textbooks. It's all hands-on experience. Okay, so there you are. All right, thank you very much for the time. Thank you for the attention. I hope you are able to capitalize on this. And I hope to see you in the next video where we are evaluating dirty spill kit in terms of severity of impact. There you are. We're going to do this. So thank you, YouTube. Thank you, subscribers, viewers, and supporters of this channel. In Bahasa, I end this video by saying, semoga dikurniakan kesenangan, keselamatan, kesejahteraan, kebahagiaan, dan kejayaan kehidupan di dunia dan di akhirat. Until we meet in the next video, I wish everybody, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.